What did you see? You were on your way to pick up your wife. What did you see, and then what did you guys do?
I was basically coming up the street, and I seen a lady on the roof, and she was screaming hysterically, saying that her house was on fire and somebody help her, help her. And so at first I'm thinking like, what's going on? I didn't see too much smoke, and then as the smoke got heavier coming out the window, I decided, let me pull over and see what's going on. So I pulled over, and then I saw a lot more smoke start coming out the house. So I'm like, she's screaming, she's scared. I'm asking her to come down. I'll try to catch her, and she's like, she's scared of heights. So I started asking anybody, do they have a ladder? So I ran to the gentleman across the street, and I'm like, can you get me a ladder so I can get this lady down? So he said, okay, 1 minute. He ran and got me a ladder. I took the ladder. I put the ladder on the roof, and I told the lady, come on, ma'am, climb down the ladder. I can help you. But she was still scared. So I continued asking people around, is there anybody else in the house that, kids or anybody else? And then this gentleman said it was a disabled man in there in a wheelchair. So since he was in there and the smoke was getting thick, I decided to run inside the house, and I put the man in the wheelchair, and then I rolled the gentleman out the front of the house, and then by that time the firemen came and they helped the lady down the ladder.
Wow. And I was right there when the firefighters were talking to you, and they are calling you a hero. I know you don't like that name,
right.
But really, they give you a lot of credit for helping the people out here today.
I appreciate it. I just did it out the kindness of my heart, and we should all do this as humans. Whenever you see somebody in a trial going through something, just lend a hand and try to help.
Breaking news now. We are going back to the scene of a house fire that happened just before 5 o'clock. These are pictures from Chopper 11 HD at East Lenoir Street and Southeast Street in downtown Raleigh, a few blocks away from the convention center. We just learned from a guy named Richard who said he was walking by this house, going by this house, saw a woman out on the roof of the house, said the house was on fire. He saw the smoke. He went inside to rescue one person, at least in a wheelchair. We know that investigators there, fire crews there, had to investigate at least 2 people from this home. Again, a guy named Richard telling us an amazing tale from this story, the scene of a house fire at East Lenoir Street and Southeast Street in downtown Raleigh.